So there was history in the making here in Berlin at IFA. For the first time ever, an American telecom provider provided a keynote address, and Dan Hesse of Sprint with that honor. So congratulations on setting some history, Dan, in that respect.
Thank you, John.
Yeah,
great to be here.
Yeah, let's talk about the remarks that you made. You were talking about the connected lifestyle.
Yep.
And kind of that overlap of wireless and then what we're doing with our everyday lives and the growth that you see coming.
We're going way beyond cell phones, although the processing power of the cell phone makes it almost the center of connecting, if you will, you to the internet. But I think in terms of automotive as an industry or a vertical, medicine in particular, medicine and health, I think it's going to be impacted more by wireless than anything. And then you get to your home, you know, your connected lifestyle at home, all your appliances, devices in the home, energy use or what have you, the Internet of Things, but being connected wirelessly, and then if you will, the cloud. So much of the information you're going to have to get out that's being stored up in the cloud. That's going to require higher speed wireless connections that really have ever existed before. Extremely low latency, so very high speed LTE, and we'll call it LTE plus, son of whatever it's going to be, are going to enable that. So I think it's great for our industry.
What about the relationship then between consumer electronics products and wireless in general? How do you see that evolving? Does it create a different kind of synergy, a different kind of connection, if you will?
I think every one of the devices that will be at IFA in just a few years, or the Consumer Electronics Show, or at any of the trade shows, almost any electronic device will have a wireless connectivity or wireless chip capability in it. So the confluence of consumer electronics and wireless is going to be extraordinary in the coming years.
So, given that, the relationship that we have with IFA and with CTIA merging the shows seems to make a lot of sense.
It makes perfect sense. It's kind of like the Venn diagram, where there's some overlap, and there's going to be more and more and more overlap with time, as there's almost a continuum between what you used to think of as consumer electronics and wireless, because you tended to think of our industry as just smartphones. And pretty much all of consumer electronics the devices will either be connected to another device, or to the internet, or to your smartphone, okay, or both. So it makes all the sense in the world for the CTIA show and IFA to be coming together.
So if you were talking to somebody who exhibits here, a consumer product, if you will, to tell them why wireless matters to them, or what happens, you've been to CTIA shows, what happens there, why is that relevant to them? I mean, what would you, if you could give the elevator speech to somebody in the consumer side, what would you be saying to them?
So, enable your device wirelessly, because if you don't, your competitor will, and you'll lose. It's going to be a customer expectation, a smart device connected to the internet.